25 and they're actually on holiday in Magaluf. Fucking dickheads. Bro, we're streamers, innit? Like, simple as that.
I've been on the cameras off, and if you want to shove them, we'll shove. Turn the cameras off and we'll go. You're coming back on the camera. Why do you turn them off? Mate, I'm fucking telling you.
Don't draw me out. Don't draw me out. Hey, honestly, don't draw me out. I'll break your neck.
It's wrong what they're trying to do to you, HS, in my opinion. You did nothing wrong here. It's self-defense.
You guys are gonna want some popcorn for this video. It's gonna be good. Good for everyone! In this video, I wanna cover the HSTikkyTokky's situation on Kick, which got him banned, only for a little bit. And for a quick, you know, ChatGPT grok summary, he was having a vacation in Spain, and he had an alteration with some drunk idiots who are also British, right? And they were angry at him for getting his camera up in the face. That's not really the case. However, you know, sadly, within the chaos, they started fighting each other. But I want to clear up, you know, one thing, in my opinion, that this alteration wasn't complete self-defense. Because some people watch this clip on Reddit, it's up on here, and they were like, oh my god, it is self-defense. Why was he banned? And I was like, no, that's not what happened. But like, let me actually break down the story real quick. So again, I can't read this entire clip because around, you know, the midsection there's a fight, and whenever you have a fight whenever you have like a fight on a video on YouTube, it gets a video you know, age restricted heavily, and I want the views, so no shit. But however, you know, again, if you guys want to find it on Reddit, it's on LSF. It's like one of the top ones actually, with 3k upvotes. Anywho, right, you know, it begins in this part where him and his crew go to a bar, and there's some... Oh no. And there's some like... It's so British. There's like a couple like shirtless guys being like, oh, fucking get a camera off me. And they're annoyed at TikToky for that, for getting the camera, like I said, up in the face. That's the context. And just watch, you know, how much he's harassing them with his camera.
What's happening, bro?
Mate, the contract fucking
What, the old guy?
Mate, he's fucking knocked our drinks off.
Oh, swear, he knocked your drink. Now,
they are being friendly now, but they'll get more pissed off later on. Be because, you know, they realized what was going on, or because they were drunk. I have no idea. But like, even then, you know, like there was like the calm before the storm, when not much was going on. They're putting hands on him a tiny bit, but they're not starting to fight just yet. But like, that was the context by itself. Later on, TikTok goes outside to the bar. Also, I apologize if I say the name incorrectly. It's a dumb name. You know, a better name would be like a color in Spanish. Just saying. Anywho, right, you know, he goes out to the street and he meets some fanboys, you know, taking a picture with him, and they reveal, like, you know, those shirtless guys were still angry at him, and they were actually following him a bit, being like, oi, was he recording me? Let me just play it.
Yeah, I'm not even on the picture. Man, let's just go to another bar, innit? Why would they saying Ed's fighting? Why are they saying Ed's fighting?
No, they were just going, oh, you get me on the camera again, we'll have a go, mate. I'm on the as he was on the
These men are 25 and they're actually on holiday in Magaluf. Fucking dickheads.
Now, to be fair to TikToker, right? I'm not, you know, criticizing him for this. Like, this is like the worst nightmare ever as a streamer, where people just... They're being dumb and they don't like, you know, being recorded. I mean, that's fair enough, right? But like, in a second you see, you know, how aggressive they get. I will, however, pin one thing on TikToky later on, where he wasn't completely being a pacifist. That's all I'll say. And when they eventually confront each other, I will admit, right, you know, TikToky was being the peaceful one, being like, hey, listen, man, but I'm a streamer. I meant to have my camera out, you know. I wasn't like shoving in your face. But regardless, you know, the drunk guys, you know, the guys maybe doing a bit of this, they were pissed off regardless, and they were pressing him. As you know, as aggressive as he seemed, right, TikToky, he was being peaceful. He wasn't agitating them at all. He was just, you know, talking it out simply. Up until one point, I will admit.
Bro, we're streamers, innit? Like, simple as that.
I've been on the cameras off, and if you want to shove them, we'll shove. Turn the cameras off and we'll go. You're coming back on the camera. Why do you turn them off? Mate, I'm fucking telling you.
Bro, just calm yourself down. Look, just calm.
If you want to put hands on, turn the cameras off.
We're streamers. Hey, listen. Hey, no, look, just calm. Hey, just calm down. Just calm down. Hey, listen. Just calm. Just be calm. Just be calm. We're streamers, yeah? It's our job.
I'm not streaming.
I'm not streaming.
I'll take your fucking curtain.
Oh, bro, I'll smash your fucking face in, bro.
And this is where it goes downhill. We have 10 more seconds to play before the fight starts.
Bro, I'll break your neck, bro. I'll break your neck, bro. Honestly, bro, I'll break your neck. Bro, don't draw me out. Don't draw me out. Honestly, don't draw me out. I'll break your neck, and I'll kill you.
And this is where the fight starts. If you want some good UFC fight, some UFC! It's up on that clip, right? You can watch it by yourself. I'm not playing it at all in this video, because again, I wanted you to stay up. Anywho, right, people watch this video, right, like, go watch it by itself, right, and come back here, because you might be like, oh, self-defense, he had to defend himself. Go to the one part where like, there's one guy on the floor, and like, he's like in a fetal position, and TikkyTokky is punching him. In my opinion, right, there's a single country where what he's doing later on is self-defense. Again, I will admit, right, he was being peaceful before the fight. I respect that. However, at the same time, right, you can't, completely like treat him like as a pacifist when he keeps on punching people on the floor. A real, I don't want like a pussy, right? A real pacifist, right, that's acting in self-defense, they would step back, they would like be in the crowd. And also, furthermore, right, as a streamer, he would tell his cameraman to put the shit down and not get it on stream, because otherwise, right, there's not a single good platform, like Twitch and Kick, right, that would allow stuff like that on the platform. Because why would they? They want to fucking have ads. Duh, no shit. Again, to commend TikkyTokky, right, later on after like 3 minutes of bloody fighting, okay, I will commend him, right, he took on like 3 guys at the same time. That's insane. But later on, right, when he gets more calm, he does become peaceful again. And I respect that. Let me play real quick. You can't really hear much, but he's being like, listen man, I'm sorry, but I'm a streamer. Like even after, he's being diplomatic. I respect that. But I really want to be on his side, right? Because he was being peaceful before and after, and the other guys had the balls to call him out after getting their shit rocked in. So yeah, I really want to feel bad for TikkyTokky. But bear in mind, please, stuff like that shouldn't be allowed anywhere, because platforms like Twitch and Kick, they want to have ads. So when someone has something like that on the stream, of course they should be banned. I mean, I respect the camera guy, because he was doing some incredible work, but he wasn't really trying to minimize it. He was getting everything on camera intentionally. So when you have all of that, right, I feel like a ban, like a 1-day ban at least, should be enforced. It's a bare minimum. But I guess, he got unbanned because some way, somehow, Aiden Ross saw this, and he was like, he called up Eddie on stream, beforehand, being like, what the fuck's going on? It is self-defense. And he somehow, like, let me actually show it, he somehow got him unbanned on Kick. Holy shit. Like, let me play his video, right, to like hear his explanation, but like, after hearing it twice, it makes no sense.
To be fair, and then they tried to argue it. I said, to be fair, streaming that is good because if he gets sued or needs footage, it's good for his protection. He wasn't the aggressor in this situation.
No, I'm sorry. Go watch the video again. Like the other guys were being crazy, but there was a point, right, where he's being like one of the guys was on the floor and TikkyTokky was still punching him in the head. That's not entirely self-defense. Like once you have like the option to like run away or whatever, right, and you're still staying there fighting, yeah, self-defense is off the table. Just saying.
I disagree with what you got because they were trying to contest it. They reduced the ban to a day. I said I disagree. I think it's an automatic unban. I said if someone is trying to jump you, you're trying to de-escalate, and if it escalates to violence, you need to keep the cam going for your own protection. In case of legal.
No, okay. Again, for context, right? He's talking to Eddie on his phone, being like, "Hey man, get him unbanned." And Eddie, because he's a clever CEO, I have to commend him, right? He's being like, "No, we have to ban him at least 1 day." And Aiden's. I'm sorry, it just makes no sense. Aiden's reasoning was that, oh, if someone fights you, right, you need that shit on camera for like a lawsuit or whatever. Now, I would agree, right, that having stuff like that on camera is good. But not on stream, not on Kick, not on Twitch, not even like the worst platforms ever. Because if you have like someone like that, on your platform, and they're being that violent, and the content, is that controversial, yeah, you will lose ads. And bear in mind, right, like Kick as a platform has gone so far, back in 2023, like maybe like this would have been allowed, but now they can clean an image. Stuff like that should not be up. I'm sorry.
Issues just to protect yourself. So I take a full-on stand. When Eddie's online, I'm going to call Eddie. I'm going to send him the clip, and I'm going to get this ban reverted. It's wrong what they're trying to do to you, HS, in my opinion. You did nothing wrong here. It's self-defense. And in my personal opinion, I see where Kick is coming from, though. But you can't... If he started it, that's different. He's trying to de-escalate. He walked out the bar.
No, okay. He said one correct thing, right? He didn't start it. That's true. But he was still going on. I'm sorry, no.
He walked out the bar, okay?
And even, like, you know, like he should be banned a tiny bit, like 1 day. I mean, is he gonna fucking die from a 1 day ban? No, God no. However, right, it would be a good lesson for his crew, right? To be like, hey, when stuff goes down, don't get on camera. Like, get on, like, you know, like a body cam, whatever, but don't get it on stream, because, like, that will hurt us.
He then was like, yo, we're streaming. We're not trying to do this. And the guys went on them. There's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with H.
No, again, with what Aiden said, right, it just makes no sense. Like, I might be entirely wrong, but isn't he, like, pretty close to Kick, even now? Like, you know, as a managing level, like, you know, close to Eddie. Like, if he wants Kick to be, like, a good platform with more people and a respectable image, yeah, stuff like this should be banned. Like, you know, or it should be, like, punished or policed a tiny bit. Because, like, how can you allow stuff like that? Like, that's, like, 2023 level shit. Just violent content up on your platform for whatever reason. Yeah, it makes no sense. So, okay, I'm not entirely blaming TikkyTokky. That would be moronic. However, right, there should be, like, a good slap on the wrist to be like, hey, in the future, don't get this shit on camera. Like, if it goes down, it goes down. But don't show it on stream. So again, you know, peace and love to TikkyTokky, peace and love to Aaron Ross, but, you know, this situation has a bit of nuance in it. Just saying.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?